All right, welcome. It is the Monday stream, Death at the HOA. We are trying something out a little bit different on today's stream. You might be able to hear that there's a little bit of music playing. This is very new. It's new to the stream. We'll see what you guys think. Maybe you like it. Maybe you hate it. Yeah, well, as soon as I started talking about it, the song ended, of course. So that's really great. I wanted it to not... There. Turn off the announcement in chat. Okay. So that seems to be somewhat sorted out. I just told you not to post the name of the thing in the chat, and there you go, doing it again. I know you guys love watching me fool around with settings, and I apologize. Come on, thing. I just told it not to do it. And it's doing it anyway. Maybe I have to quit and restart. Let's try that. Well, I don't know if you guys are caught up on the Death at the HOA script. For any of you who haven't, look at that! Doesn't that sound nice? It looks like it did stop posting to the channel. That's nice. I like to write with music in my ear, usually like ambient kind of stuff like this. So I thought it would be fun to try on the streams as well. I might jazz up the moments when I'm staring at the page trying to figure out what to do. Here we are, stream 4 of Death at the HOA. So I feel like there's I don't know about strong, but I feel like there's a possibility that we could finish our first episode today. I also probably, this is probably a bad idea, but I made the chat's typeface a little bit bigger so that your misguided thoughts will be better seen by the people watching the stream. Let's see here. Okay, so we left off with our main character walking out of the gym and finding one of her neighbors. That's a misspelled word. Outside the gym, and then he drives away. And so this is what we were thinking about doing for this stream. Ending the episode with Roland inviting Justin, who's our cop, over for a drink or dinner or something, and he gets a call during that nice moment. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what I was thinking right here. Yeah. I don't like that one that much. So let's see. How do we get there? We actually left off here. No, here. Roland stands on the sidewalk looking around for anyone who can explain the master. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I kind of feel like there should be some, I want her to sort of, I think we talked about this before, but I want her to kind of dither back and forth about whether she should ask him out, you know? Let's see. Oh, by the way, did I paste to you guys? Yeah. I just pasted the link in chat, and that should be, again, oh, for God's sake, I forgot that the chat screws up the fucking thing. Hold, please. There's a shortened version. I don't know if it's, yeah, I don't know if it's, if the link is getting screwed up or if it's just the sort of, just the coloring, the formatting, but the asterisk in the URL seems to get kind of, seems to screw things up a little bit. So, but anyway, if you go to that link and you sign up as a collaborator, then you'll get credit. You'll be credited whenever, whatever happens to this material. Ideally, it gets made, obviously. But so I'm trying to think about a place where we can stick in. She doesn't really have a. She doesn't really have a friend right now that she can talk to. Remington Steele joined our project. Fantastic. I loved your show. Let's see. So where could we put in that, like, I just kind of think it would be interesting to have her sort of going back and forth with the thought in her mind, like, you know, should I ask this person out or not? So that eventually she's like, goes for it. Maybe it can happen during this, like, sort of montage thing that she's happening here. What about like this? Like, so, and then actual Roland will be like, we'll just put imaginary, since he'll be appearing like in a like a cloud above her head. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this drum beating right now, but it's, you know, you get what you pay for, literally. And then annoyed grunt. Yeah. So now I think I got sort of how this will look. There we go. Extra suave and sexy like. whatever that means. It's just going to make this conversation just a little bit longer. Yeah, he walks around all hips. Yeah, exactly. He'd be like, hey, what's going on? You know, some silliness like that. Ooh, hello, officer. Like every hip? Yeah. Every hip. All of them. He'll leave no hip unhipped. All right, this song is being really weird. Let's get something else. Oh, this one's got like a Christmassy vibe to it. Yeah, it does. I'm getting a definite sort of a Tchaikovsky feeling here. Dance of the Sugar Plum Comedy Writers. Okay. It's getting a little loud there. Tchaikovsky. It's not really Tchaikovsky, by the way. So, Justin. Hi there. Oh, hello, officer. Maybe you should ask me out. Maybe he needs to say a little bit more. What do you think? Maybe you should ask me out. Maybe you should ask me out. Well, maybe I think it wouldn't be proper. Oh, I'd definitely be improper. Ooh, I like the sound of... Chad's been activated. Sad to see that. Oh, because it's her thought. Maybe we don't need him here. Because now this scene is about... Isn't Brody a pothead type? Yeah, he is, but he's like a boomer, salt life, that kind of pothead. He's a pothead, but he's not You wouldn't want to hang out with him. What does he say here? Um, yeah. So I'm thinking that this is like she's like she's working out on the elliptical, and like we pull back, and she's just going, I hate my neighbors, I hate my neighbors, I hate my neighbors. I don't know. That's kind of an awkward. Uh, so something like that. And then what does he say here? Oh, this has got a little bit of a. It's kind of got an early Nine Inch Nails meets Mario Brothers sort of a feel to it. Yeah, it's all thanks to you, Jen. So you're bringing all that sexiness. Yeah, it's just that she's at the gym, so her pet wouldn't be at the gym. Mama Siegel asks, could we give her a pet she talks to instead of imaginary Justin? Yeah, she's just these are thoughts that she's having as she's working out. kind of feel like now that I want to sort of like, okay, watch this. Tell me what you guys think. I know that you will. Her pet could be a parrot that repeats everything it hears. That could be funny. Especially if her parrot is shouting things like, who turned this vibrator up to max? You know, something like that. I assume that vibrators all have a dial on them that's like low, medium, max, ludicrous. A big dial, you understand. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is when she sees, I'm kind of thinking of having Rick drive off be the moment where she says to herself, you know what? These guys just do whatever the hell they want. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want too. Yeah, okay. So now I'm thinking that we'll go outside and we're going to see Rick. We're going to see Rick outside doing his Rick thing, like spying on her. And that's what's going to change her. That's maybe we don't need to say that. I apologize for thinking silently. That's not very, it's not very helpful for a stream where you guys are supposed to be writing along, is it? Nice, Chad. Shirk those duties, buddy. Okay. So now here's what I want. The only reason what would probably be better is if they were somewhere together, because usually for a first date you don't invite somebody to your house, do you? It's a little bit personal. I mean, she doesn't know him at all. How about that? They're walking in a park together. Yeah, or a cafe, like AA Ron said. The only reason I would do walking in a park instead of a cafe is it'll be cheaper, probably. Depending on how the size of the crew, the cost to be able to shoot in a park will be cheaper than a cafe because, I won't have to have a relationship with a cafe owner. Pardon me. Come on, fingers. Work with me. A duck decoy in the pond. Oh, Aaron, that is just... Mwah. That is a fantastic suggestion, sir. Gold, Jerry. Gold. So what do we think? Let's have a little check-in, chat, stream, pals. What do we think of the music so far? Are we enjoying it? There were those who were like, you know, people were saying they didn't think they were going to like it or whatever like that. Or they didn't think it would add anything. Music is a nice touch, says Aaron. Hey, you're a nice touch, pal. Right back at you. It costs $5 a month to be able to do this, to be able to stream this music. Not too chaps. Let me just take a midstream check-in to say thank you to the people who support us on Patreon. That's one of the ways that we can afford to do podcasts and stuff like that. The Slapback podcast is back on, by the way, so that's going to come out. I've been sort of trying to push that along. But anyway, thank you so much to our patrons. They are Dan Simard, JP LaRue, Monica Hall, and Robert Gross. Thank you guys for your support. It means a lot. We'd like to be able to make stuff like this. I want to get back to making Bad Gladiator. I really miss doing that. You know, if I had my way, this global pandemic thing would not have happened. It's been a real drag. But anyway, so thank you so much to those folks. Now let's see here. Aaron, I love that suggestion about the duck. And I think I think we should close this. I think we should close this episode with something kind of sinister. So keep that in your minds, like Rick and the other members of the neighborhood, like meeting and doing sort of sinister things. I kind of want him to say, you know, I was thinking about something like that myself, but I thought, Something like that. The duck decoy takes Polaroid shots as it goes along. Yeah. Or what if like a little tiny, like it like opens up and a little tiny like satellite dish comes out or something like that. Okay, so man, you guys are loving these ducks. The chat is just digging the duck idea. Great idea. Hey, Ron, you really, everybody's charged up about it. A surveillance duck alongside a line of other sized duck cams. Yeah, that would be funny if there's always a duck. Like there's always ducks. And they're like, you don't have any, they're going to see a yellow duck in a tree. Why would you can't just have a yellow duck? And he'll be like, that's what I got. All my cams are duck cams, and then we cut to a shot of like a matte black duck. Cause he didn't get something else. He just spray painted one of the ducks. Why is there a matte black duck in this tree? So here is what I'm thinking. Oh, God. Screwed this up. That's funny. Can Justin fall into the water and Rolla says something creepy like, I like wet men? I don't know. I don't want him to be a buffoon. I want him to be like the strong, silent type. Oh, crap. I need to put that back in. There we go. Yeah, she almost falls and he catches her in his strong arms. Yeah, exactly. He catches her in his muscles. All of his muscles like catch her. And she's like, wow, muscles. And he's like, yeah, muscles. Heaps of muscles. They make a squeaking sound when he flexes because he has so many muscles. Patreon here? 17. Yeah, we're getting there. Muscles. All of them. Exactly. Let me cut out some of this. I have a tendency to put the word well when somebody starts talking. And then I have to kind of go back and take it out, or else every line has well at the beginning. And everybody can't say well when they start talking. There's just no need. Now the awful chat is going on about muscles. Guys are weird. You're all weirdos. Anybody remember Sam Eagle? Hey, Chad just joined us as a patron. Chad, you sneaky sausage. Thank you so much, pal. I just saw an email on my phone. Making it ever more likely that we will get to make this stuff. Well done, Chad. Make sure to hook up your Discord with the Patreon so you'll show as a patron in the Discord, and you can soak up your due attention. So let's polish this off, guys. Let's get this episode polished. At least finished, not polished. We'll polish later. Um, So I want him to ask her out this time. Like, maybe this time I should be the... He pinches her cheek. That is... Next up, a very muscular duck. You're not really liking Justin. Well, chew on that. Think about it. I mean, that's a valid note. What can we add? What can we take away? You know what we could have going on during this? Yeah, he'll be tall and handsome. Exactly, Chad. In a second, let's go back and write in some duck slapstick. Like the duck like bumps into the side of the thing and like it can't get out, or you know, let's think about some duck slapstick. You might have already thought about that and I just missed it because I was busy screwing around with this. It's predictable for him to be what way? Tall and handsome? I mean, the classics are classics for a reason, you know. I mean, I'm not really getting a Danny DeVito vibe. Yeah. Well, Momo, Momo Siegel, that's the kind of that's what we need to do in the writers' room. So don't discard the thought. Keep it in your mind and keep bringing it up and keep thinking about it. Because if you're having that thought, then guaranteed later somebody else will have that same thought too. So we need to work out like all of this. We need to have all of those thoughts. That's the brilliant thing about having a writer's room, is like we have all our minds melded together as one into a giant spy duck that spies on the universe. I think this just ends up with a peck on the cheek. With sort of a peck, and maybe like some hugging. And I would like to work out with the actors on the day. Like what I would say is, okay, you guys know this moment because it's the most obvious thing in the world. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to improv a couple of approaches to this moment that are just a little bit off. Like, have you ever said goodbye to somebody who wants to do the kissy thing on either cheek, and you're like out of sync with them, so they go like left and you go to your right, which is their left, and you end up being like, oh, something like that. Or like or maybe there's like she stumbles and I don't know, like, yeah, if either of them was wearing eyeglasses, yeah, that'd be good. Or like, yeah, or somebody trips on a duck and like I don't know, what would be something that we've never seen before? Like she falls and her hand actually goes on his balls, and she's like, I don't know. And he's like, did you just fill me up? No, maybe. Something like that. I don't know. Or we could just not. I don't know if it's not. I feel like if the comedy's not there, there's no reason to force it. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be weird. Are those golf balls in your pants? Yeah. She ends up kissing his Adam's apple. That's funny. Like maybe maybe like his like a duck like explodes or flies or something, and he looks, and like she ends up kissing him on the Adam's apple, something like that. Thank you, Drunkest Jesus. I much appreciated those bits. Many thank yous. 1,000 thank yous. That's a 10 thank you to 1 bit exchange rate. Okay. A duck gets blown out of the sky. Yeah. All right. So let's write in some of this duck foolishness. The dick. No. The duck opens. Uh, so what I'm thinking is like he looks at it and it's like it like and then, like the radar dish goes back inside and it goes like meh, like makes a quack sound. Yeah, something like that. Hey, Ron, great idea. Or maybe it sounds like Rick saying quack, so he's like, quack? Why did that duck just go, So then here, it's like, sorry, my hair is tickling my eyeball. Stupid hair. I can't wait to get a haircut. I think I'm going to do that pretty soon once I feel like I'm not going to catch the plague by going to do it. What do you mean you just realized I still have my beard? I did shave it down a lot, though. Once surveillance duck stuck in a pile of breadcrumbs. Yeah, that's interesting. We'll have to think about. Launches into the air, possibly with a Y. So then this will go here. Yeah, I think the I think the ducks would be a great running sort of background thing, like as a quick visual cue of Rick's surveillance. Yeah, it'll be hilarious to do like all kinds of different surveillance ducks. So I think maybe we can just cut away from this moment. Okay, so I want Rick to swear in a really weird way, like really clean, but I don't want him to say like jumping Jehoshaphat or anything like that. Yeah. Son of a biscuits, that's funny. This is also a good spot for an actor on the day, if they're good with improv, to be like, just improv some stuff. I mean, the only trouble with doing that on a shoot, which I've done before, is I had my buddy Travis just improv some insults as I was driving a car one time, and they were making me laugh so hard. He was yelling like, he said, it was like, eat cream cheese, you dinosaur something. Oh no, it was suck my cream cheese nipples. I was laughing so hard I couldn't get through what I was supposed to be doing on camera. Son of a biscuits. So yeah, we see his bogey 12 o'clock. Yeah. So I'm thinking that on this, I'm thinking that the other neighbors are in there as well. Like he's invited them down into like his surveillance lair. Or maybe but he wouldn't want them to know that he's got all that surveillance equipment, right? Because I mean, he wouldn't want them to know the extent of it, so he wouldn't. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Tell me what you guys think. Yeah, so I'm thinking like his there, Chad. Thanks for everything, man. So let me write this out and tell me what you guys think. But here's what I'm thinking. I don't know what gruns means. Maybe there's a duck keypad. Yeah. Yeah, Momo Seagull. I think we're on the same wavelength here. He has an old duck desk phone. Yeah. I'm thinking like Philippa is maybe not there because he doesn't know her. What would he call it? Uh, so what is this? What is he having a meeting with them about? Maybe they think that she's going to try to be HOA president when at the end of the 30 days. And like they think that they're competing with her. And so they're like trying to gather information to help them beat her. I wanted to say something kind of dumb here, like Um, something like that. Not real odd. Actually, we need a hyphen here for well liked, don't we? Maybe Rick ignores him there. So he's just going to lay his cards on the table. So is this reading, guys? Tell me what you think. Is it like I mean, he's saying to them, like if you come along with me now, then come along with me now, because none of us, maybe he needs to just come out and say it. So like, So Shannon and Terry are getting it, and they're like, that's not how you spell finally. Sorry, I know I'm being quiet while I'm doing this typing. Please accept my apologies, but I'm trying to type and think, which doesn't leave a whole lot of brain cells to talk because I only have like 3 of them floating around. Yeah, they like despise each other. They're coming together just to get Roland out of the way, so that then they can pursue whatever their tricks are. Uh, Someone just needs 2 votes. Yeah, it's kind of like that. If it's like our neighborhood, there's like a you have to have a minimum number of, like, you have to have a minimum percentage of houses at the meeting. So there's going to be some fuckery in that way, for sure. So check this finish out. Maybe like maybe it's like, I just want something to say, and you'll see why in a second. Uh, So that's what I'm thinking. Like we find out at the end of this episode that somebody else is spying on Rick, but we don't know who. So we end the episode with this like it's not about here, says Beach. That's funny. Yeah, even the Tates wouldn't band together. Someone has a secret child that's turning voting age. Yeah, that's good. No, I dig that, Momo Siegel. And then has built a shed in the back, and so that person is technically owns property in the neighborhood, but then there's a fight about whether they're a homeowner or not. Yeah, I like that. That's exactly the kind of stuff I want to see. I want Brody to say something kind of like, it's Justin's love child from a previous relationship. That's funny. I'm digging this song. Now I'm just looking for an out. I want a good out. How about that? That reference is as dated as your goatee. So like this kind of chat can go on forever, and I don't know if any of this is worth it, but you guys tell me what you think, chat. It also might be we see how it gets delivered on the day, or there could be some possible some like improving sort of some throwaway lines. Something like that. So that's the end of episode 1. Boom. So we just got 4 more episodes to write in a 5-episode web series. Maybe we don't need him to repeat himself. Let's just go back and read through what we wrote today, and then we will call it a stream, friends. What say you? Okay, where did we start today? Yeah, here we go. Oh, for God's sake. So, excuse me. Just checking my email to see if there's anybody else I need to thank. Yeah, Tracy Stark. Thank you for being a patron, Tracy. Much appreciated. This is you saw me do it today, but I'm going to be thanking patrons by name on the streams from now on, because I appreciate it. I think they should be recognized forever in the streams. As you know, they go to YouTube. So here we go. I'm going to turn down the music, and we will have a read-through of what we wrote today. So, Roland and Justin are walking in a park somewhere. They laugh. A duck decoy in the pond whirs along in the water. I'm going to go ahead and call you out by name, Aaron. Extra shout out for that great idea. So he was outside your gym? Like what? Doing surveillance? I don't know all the technical terms, but yeah. Geez, that's weird. Ugh, I don't want to talk about those idiots. Yeah, you got it. Thanks for coming to have a walk with me. I hope it's not too, weird. The duck's ass opens and a small radar dish comes out. There's a mechanical robot noise. Not at all. I was happy you asked. I just wanted to ask you out. I wanted to ask you out, but I didn't want to be creepy. No, please, be creepy. Justin gives her a weird look. I mean, I'm just kidding. Not really. Okay. Topic change. Something lighter. How's it going with the murder? That's lighter. I was panicking. The duck zooms along in the water. Justin turns to look at it. It quickly folds the radar dish back into its ass and emits a quack sound like, hey, no, I'm totally a duck. Maybe it's a slightly robotic quack, or maybe it sounds like Rick saying quack. Justin's brow twitches, but he shakes it off. Like I want him to do a look like he'll look at the duck and he'll be like, kind of like that. Yeah, no, there's no way it was murder. Very small chance. I couldn't get all the tests I wanted, but the ones that came back, totally clean. Good, because, if it was really murder, then you would be working and we couldn't walk. Probably shouldn't, yeah. They arrive back at the parking lot. Cars are there. It's clear we're going to have a are they going to kiss moment. Behind them, the duck is struggling over some obstacle, like a curb or something. It rams the thing over and over again. Sparks come out. An old lady possibly drops breadcrumbs on it. This was nice. Very nice. Thanks again for taking the initiative. What if we have some dinner next week? I'd like that. They weirdly negotiate a kiss here, ends up with a peck on the cheek or something weird. The spy duck explodes, launches into the air possibly. The noise distracts Justin. Roland ends up kissing his Adam's apple. Oh, whoops. My bad. There was just a, never mind. Looking forward to... Behind him, we see all manner of duck-related surveillance equipment. Jumpin' Fogarty. Duck down! Duck down! Arr, son of a biscuits. Bob's your mother. What's going on in there? Yeah, man, we're almost out of chips. Rick grunts, annoyed. He stands, backs out of his lair. There's a very complicated security procedure to lock the door. Maybe there's a duck keypad. Rick emerges into a basement room where the other neighbors, Tates and Brody, are waiting. My apologies. I was just finishing up some wet work. Gross. No, it's not. Never mind. Look, we all know Roland is a common enemy for our HOA president, right? Absolutely. She's going down. Wait, does she want to be president? Obviously, everyone wants to wear the crown. There's an HOA crown? She's well liked in the neighborhood. She has a lot of name recognition. High electability, for sure. Well, I'm gathering dirt. I'm gathering dirt. Serious dirt. Like potting soil? Fuck off, Brody. God, let him talk. Sorry. I have a plan to get Roland out of our way, but you all have to back me. How do we know you won't burn us down? Oh, I will. Once Roland is out of the way, it's every man and woman for themselves. None of us can beat him on our own. But together, we can clear the runway. Precisely. Holy shit, now I get it. Finally. You guys are the deep state. Oh my God, Brody, there is no deep state. I'm just joshing you. I'm in. May the best homeowner win. Camera pulls back as the conspirators all shake hands. We focus on a hidden microphone somewhere in the room. Camera pulls back from shot of Rick's house. We hear the voices speaking in low quality as if over an old school telephone. We do not learn who is spying on the conspirators. Credits roll over the tail end of this exchange. Maybe we try to get the actors in character, blah, blah, blah. So I forgot about the moment that I wanted to have where Justin gets the call. We were planning on ending this episode with Justin gets the call that it really is like So where do we put that moment? We wrote it out. Maybe it happens at dinner. To sprout drone wings and fly away. That's funny. Sounds expensive, but funny. I think we're kind of getting away from the whole death thing, and we're just making it into an HOA deal, which isn't necessarily bad, right? But maybe that's an episode 2 thing. Like maybe he'll get a call maybe he'll get a call. Like maybe that's how we'll open episode 2 is like we're at dinner and he gets a call saying it really is murder. And then he has to like, yeah, I think we'll open episode 2. Open with or maybe he's on the way, or like, he looks, he's on the way to his date with Roland. I forget what I said his last name was. Justin whatever. Or maybe he like, how about this? I'm not going to write the whole thing out. We'll do it next time. They met there. So she can see what's happening on his face, and she's like, "Oh shit! There goes whatever's happening on the phone." She's not for sure what's happening on the phone, but she's sure that it's going to mean that this nice date that they're about to have is over. So that's what I'm thinking, gang. What say you? Thanks so much for joining me. Thank you for participating. Thank you to those of you who have jumped on board as patrons. I'm surprised that we got finished with episode 1 sort of so quickly. It's kind of moving along, which I dig. Although we did do an hour and 26 minute stream today, so that's a little longer than usual. But yeah. So, like I said, thanks for hanging out. Do have a look at our website, sceneshop.us. You can chat with us in the Discord. It'd be grand to have you. We can talk about work that you're working on, and you can, bandy about ideas for this or any other projects. Looking forward to getting the Slapback project going soon. That is a sketch podcast that's going to be headed up by Matt Newcomb. You know him as Talanos. So do chat with him about that. We're might be doing some comedy punch-ups for that project on stream this week, possibly. Do go by my website, readmyfuckingbooks.com. Would love to have you buy a book, read it, enjoy it. And this Friday, I'm launching my new one-person show called Bayeux Tapestry: Fake News in the 11th Century. It's basically going to be like a comedic slideshow type of thing that I'm broadcasting from this same room. I have all of this stuff is set up for it, so it's going to be really cool. I hope people dig it. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Next stream will be Wednesday. We'll do the joke writing stream, multi-log, Wednesday at 3. And on Friday, we will do Sketch Desk again, the sketch writing stream. So thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging. Hope you're being healthy and happy and taking care of yourself as best as you can. And we'll be chatting in the Discord as per usual. And yeah, love you.